35-year-old rapper J. Cole's been putting in some work in the gym recently. I'm not the only one who noticed. The Pistons putting this out there yesterday, tweeting to J. Cole that he should hit them up for a tryout. Nick, is J. Cole making the roster?
No. J. Cole's not making the roster. Did you guys see what he looked like in the full screen right before the video started? You know what he looks like? A 35-year-old dad? Like, this is a ridiculous, wild. I don't understand why we're talking about this.
Are you dad
I like
shaming?
it.
What?
Well, this is not great footage of J. Cole.
dad.
J. Cole cooked people. I'll throw, and I just like to open it up. I'll throw Dave East. Jim, let Jim Dolan call Dave East up, and we'll get Cam to coach him. Be like a nice Harlem thing. Yeah, let's go.
I've got the perfect solution. Put him in the celebrity game at All-Star Weekend. That's all we need to see of J. Cole.
Oh, to take Quavo's crown.
Let him go against Common and Kevin Hart.
Stories to start your morning, gentlemen, starting with the West Best. The Lakers took down the Jazz last night, 116-108, clinched the 1 seed for the first time since 2010. After the game, LeBron with a message for his doubters saying, quote, "They said I couldn't do it. I'll enjoy this one. They said I can't do it. I can just say it feels damn good to be the #1 seed in the West for me personally." Nick, obviously a big accomplishment for LeBron, but how important do you think that #1 seed is for the Lakers?
Well, I think it's incredibly important for a number of reasons. And LeBron is 100% right. I'm old enough to remember, as is LeBron, oh, yeah, he can do it in the East. But let's see him go through the gauntlet of the West. What he's doing out East, he couldn't, okay, first year out West, fully healthy, and they have the 1 seed with a week and a half left of the season already locked up. The 2 best seasons of LeBron's career came with the 1 seed. The 2013 season, where he had basically the perfect basketball year, the 27-game winning streak, title, league MVP, finals MVP, should have been defensive player of the year, but Broussard and a few other people voted for the wrong guy. Marcus Hull got it ridiculously. And the 2016 season, when they pulled off the greatest feat in NBA history, coming back from 3-1 down on the 73 Warriors, those were 1-seeded teams. And the other reason it matters, in my eyes, Broussard, is the Mavs are a real team. Now, I don't think Mavs are going to win their first-round series, but there are 7 real teams with stars in the West. Whomever gets the 8 seed is not going to add any resistance. So there's a big difference between 1 and 2, even though you don't get the home games the way you typically would in a normal season, Broussard.
Yeah, I'll give it to you in that first round is where it matters. And that's it. After that point, the first seed is irrelevant because there's no home court advantage. And look, I'm not mad at LeBron for apparently using these so-called slights as motivation. I love it. Michael Jordan did it. Other players have done it. That's great. But where is this coming from? I don't know that anybody on the planet would have said a prime LeBron James with a prime Anthony Davis couldn't be great in the West? Who would have said that? I mean, really? And Nick, your selective history or memory is it tickles me. Okay, you mentioned LeBron being the 1 seed. He was also the 1 seed in 2009 and 2010.
He's 25 years old.
Disappointing. He was still the best player in the world.
25 years old. In 2009, he averaged 39, 8, and 8. 39, 8, and 8 against the Magic. Stop it.
Yes.
Injury days. 25 years old. It's enough.
That team won 66 games and was supposed to be able to win a championship. They won 61 the next year.
That's great.
Don't leave those out in your 1 seed.
You're bringing up stuff from Obama's first term.
Nick. What, 25
what'd you
too
say,
young
Miles?
to win a championship? Why are you saying
He was
he's 25? That's like...
What I'm saying is, I wasn't listing every time he'd been the 1 seed. I was listing every time in the last decade he's been the 1 seed. Broussard's bringing up stuff from administrations ago. You're out here wild going amen in the choir when Broussard's like, oh yeah, who said they couldn't do it? Broussard said they couldn't do it when he picked the Clippers.
Meanwhile, LeBron's plan is slowly forming shape, so he's doing something right. On to the shaky Sixers now. They barely eked out a win over the Spurs last night. Broussard, this team is so frustrating to me. This Sixers team, another game, another brutal fourth quarter. They gave up number 46 in the fourth in their loss to the Pacers Saturday. They gave up 43 in the fourth to the Spurs last night and barely got the win thanks to Shake Milton. How should the Sixers feel right now heading into the playoffs?
The Sixers just boggles the mind. I mean, look, I've lost all faith in them. I think they're very immature. They're a young, immature team, and this is what you get. You get these strange up and down performances. Great talent. It was great to see Shake Milton hit the shot. And obviously, Joel Embiid gave him love in the huddle and on social media, so that was nice. But as you said, Jenna, the defense has been atrocious. Ben Simmons has some nice passes, but, you know, he and Embiid haven't found a way to excel together. So I think, unfortunately, it's going to be another disappointing postseason run for these Sixers.
Yeah, this isn't it, and everybody knows it. Nick, you know what I think it is? It's like a plane movie. It's like, it's not terrible, but certainly not good, and it's not going to win any awards. You're like, yeah, check it out. It's a good movie to watch on a plane. That's who the Sixers are. They're not going to win any awards. They're a fun little team, but obviously flawed. They'd be great to watch on the plane.
I watched the movie The Gentleman with Matthew McConaughey on a plane this weekend. It actually is very good, and I do recommend it to many people.
I'm sure it's great on a plane.
Okay, but quickly, Jenna, I'm just happy for Shake Milton. After what happened in the first game, that final play was clearly drawn up for Embiid. He couldn't get the pass into him. He had the guts to step up and take the shot and nailed it. I'm happy for Shake.
All right, let's move on.
Move the Spurs down a notch.
Talk some rookie report. Zion versus Ja, Pelicans and Grizzlies, and Zion would get the last laugh. Zion finished with 23 points in the win. After the game, Zion said, quote, "I feel alive again." All right, Nick, let's jump right in. What'd you make of Zion's performance in this one?
I thought he was excellent. He's clearly not in full basketball shape yet after leaving the bubble for a couple weeks. Despite that, he gave you 23 points, had a career-high 5 assists, had some explosive moments, played most of the fourth quarter. And I don't understand some of the narrative and consternation surrounding Zion Williamson. They're like, oh, his body, well, what is it gonna? Guess what, America? Every single NBA player improves their body from their rookie season to year 4. Like, it's just Zion's going to go in the opposite direction most guys go. Usually guys have to add muscle. We all love Ja. Does anyone think Ja doesn't need to add 10 to 15 pounds of muscle? No, of course he does. Will he? Of course he will. Because everyone other than Kevin Durant, that's a great player, their body changes massively. And that's not shade to Durant. Durant's just a freak of nature and built differently than everybody else. Zion's going to be great. He's going to get in better shape. He's going to lose a few pounds. He's going to get in better condition. I know that, Broussard, because every NBA player ever has. So he's averaging 22 points in 28 minutes a game this year. He's been awesome. So, yeah, I was happy to see him play, and we know how good he can be when he does play.
Well, it's interesting, Nick. You bring up the naysayers, but I think of everyone that's been out there talking about Zion, the people he wanted to prove something to last night were the Pelicans. Not his teammates, but the organization.
That's right.
He clearly went out on a mission. He played angry. I loved it. He was tremendous. As you said, he did played an all-around game. The fact that he took 21 shots in 25 minutes showed that he wanted to go out there and show them, look, I am healthy. Play me. Let me play. I feel alive again. But let me get to your point about the consternation surrounding him. I'm one of those that's a little bit concerned. And here's why, Nick. In high school, he got hurt. At Duke, he got hurt. In Summer League, he got hurt. In preseason, he got hurt. He missed most of the season. He comes back from 3.5 months off, can't get through a week straight of practices. Now they bring him back and have him on burst restrictions. That's why everybody's like, does he have to lose weight to be able to play?